Today we are back in the book of beginnings, chapter 1 and verse 26. Then God said, Then God said, let us make man in our own image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. Today, that is highly contested. Life has become cheap. But God, who creates, flung the universe and beyond as we understand it into being. But there was something in there that only we could fulfill. And that is known as the Imago Dei, the image of God. Creation, nature, the universe, all bear witness to who God is and what he has done. But mankind has a different witness. We have been made in the image and likeness of God, which means that man is like God, and we have been called to represent him. Perhaps we need to pause at that moment and just allow that great dignity out of God's choice to settle upon us. Who we are, whose we are, and what we are for. In that verse 26, we hear of God speaking out, let us. And there are a number of ways in which we can hear those words and God lets us into the conversation and decision. God is speaking out here almost like a royal decree, a king representing the court, all the fullness of authority. This is what we, God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, yet one God, are going to do. This is our purpose. And what God purposes, simply by his word, happens. We might also think of this as God's declaration. He is telling part of the generation that has come before us. I don't mean generation in a human sense, but in the flinging into being the created order. He is addressing the angels, the archangels, and he is saying, listen, this is what we are going to do. And here we have it. Male and female, he created them. Now this today means many things. It means that in that complementarity of gender, not sexuality please, gender, male and female, God is to be seen and to be experienced. And we, as we bear his image and likeness into the lives of those all around us, declare the handiwork of God. It also means that life itself is precious. As we look out upon a world that is broken, and that will come later, all life is precious, whether life can speak for itself or not, from deep within the womb to the person who is lost and bewildered at the end of their life. Life has come from God, and the image of God does not waver.